So I've had this Honda Element for a little while now, and you guys can see I moved my kayak with it, but I'm gonna transform it into a camper, and I wanna do it for less than $500. It's gonna be part one in the series, but as you guys can see, once I get it off here, that it's a little messy at the moment. So today's activity is going to be to clean all this stuff out, reorganize everything, and see what I can do with it, because I can turn this into a one-man camper, easy. Stay tuned to see how I do it. All right, so drop the tailgate here. Obviously, I have a ton of fishing stuff. Ooh, and a hat, nice. Because my head was getting cold. I have a ton of fishing stuff in here. Obviously, that's what I'm in here right now, so I need to get all that sorted and kind of out of the way, because it's just a disaster. Various ropes, pliers, all kinds of just miscellaneous stuff. This is the vacuum I got. I think I got it for like $20 on Amazon or something like that, 20, 25. So look, it's completely wireless. It's got a good bit of suction too, so we're gonna give that a shot. It's got all like hose attachments and brushes and like a little one to get down in places. Comes with a charger, its own little carrying bag. And I got this because the back of this is just insanely, I'll just show you guys, it's insanely sandy. And as you can see, I have my work cut out for me here. But we gotta get rid of all this sand. I wanna see how this works real quick. Ooh, look at that. All right. I mean, it's probably more a job for a shop vac, but look at that. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. It's like really getting down in there and getting all that dirt out. Look at that. Okay. All right, well. Color me impressed, but little fishing line there. We're gonna continue working on this catastrophe. Oh boy. Yeah, like I said, this could definitely use, I think, more of a shop vac kind of deal, at least initially. I mean, the vacuum could be good for like upkeep, but we're working with what we got. I don't have a shop vac, so. Kayak wheels, that's always important. Straps, always important. The amount of gear that I have in this car right now is insane. Oh my God. Now, you're probably asking yourself, Self, why doesn't he just get an actual camper, or, you know, a pop-up camper, something that goes on like the trunk or something? Because I want this to be all one self-contained unit. I got my rods up here, as you guys can see, but I want this all to be one self-contained unit that I can just take out fishing and camping, and I do it. I don't have to worry about nothing. I don't have to, bring additional stuff with me. I just drive somewhere, I can fish, I can camp, I can cook, I can clean, I can do all kinds of stuff. That's the main goal. Old belt, that's trash. Do I have a trash bag? I need a trash bag. I mean, as you guys can see, I obviously have quite a bit of room in this thing, or else I wouldn't have, all this stuff in it, but my God, I didn't realize how much stuff I had in it. All right, well, I got it all cleaned out now. So all I gotta do now is take measurements, figure out exactly how much space I have in the back of here for me to lay down. I think I can lay down. Hang on, I'm gonna try. I think I can lay down in the back of this. Okay, well, if the tailgate's down, I can lay down. If the tailgate's not laid down, then I can't lay down. Which might be a problem. Let's double check. Okay, well, okay. So this is technically doable. I could lay diagonal in it. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. All right, so if I have the passenger seat moved forward, I bet I have enough room to lay down with everything closed up. Yeah, okay. So with the passenger seat moved forward, I have enough room. So I'm gonna have to take that into account. It's not looking too bad, honestly. If this is all I have to do, and I'm a pretty big guy. I mean, if all I have to do is figure out how to get a cot right here on this right side, and then I gotta have the rest of this for storage over here, I think we're looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Let's take some measurements. I got my notebook here. We're gonna take some measurements. This is what I'm working with so far. I'm kind of planning it like I'm going to be going camping with it. And basically, so these are my measurements I have so far. So 77 inches with the tailgate up, 77 inches from there to here. So I need a cot that's at least 70 or less than 77 inches long and at least 25 inches wide, which is plenty because I've got 42 inches across here, 47 inches here. I was looking at the seats. I think the seats are gonna have to come out. Right now I'm gonna be packing this up like I'm going out, like I'm going camping. That big box isn't gonna be going with me. Yes, this is all the stuff I had in there. That big box isn't going to be going with me. That's probably gonna be going to storage because that's my fishing stuff. So I'm gonna put the stuff in here that I need for now. And I'm probably gonna go to the storage unit, drop off the seats because I don't think I'll need those, and go from there. All right, I'm just working on getting all this stuff back in here. As you guys can see, I have quite a bit of fishing gear and random tools and stuff. I'm still trying to work out and figure out what all I'm gonna do with it, but overall, I think planning for like I'm going fishing, like I'm gonna be taking the kayak out is the best bet as far as making sure I have enough room for everything. The seats are definitely gonna have to come out. I think I mentioned that before, but they're definitely 100% gonna have to come out. There's absolutely no way I'm gonna be able to keep these in here. But I mean, that makes sense because I'm gonna be either going fishing and camping with it, or I'm gonna be moving people with it. I'm not gonna be doing both. I mean, even camping alone, I'm gonna have to move the passenger seat all the way forward just to fit me in it with it closed. I mean, otherwise I'd be sleeping out under the stars, but I don't really wanna do that. I want this all to be self-contained in case it rains or anything like that. So I'm gonna work on getting everything else back in here for right now. I like how this is set up right now on this right side. I'm gonna have a lot more room once I take these seats out, get these back to storage. But for right now, I'm just gonna put everything back in here and we're gonna go from there because I definitely need to make a run to the storage unit. I took everything out, organized it, put it back in. So this is what we're dealing with now. Got my cooler, that's going to storage. These are going to storage. I'm gonna work on everything else a little later. I got some odds and ends. Overall, not too bad. I still have plenty of room up here, as you guys can see. I still got a couple, loose items, but I think overall pretty good. So right now, okay. So right now I think, and I put the kayak wheels up on the roof. So pretty good, I think. So for right now, I'm gonna get ready to go to storage, drop the stuff off, and we'll go from there. All right, well, we got everything that we need in the car here. We're gonna head out and swing by the storage unit, drop off the back seats and a couple of other holiday items we don't need anymore. But yeah, so it's looking pretty good overall, I think. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, I have a 2005 Honda Element manual all-wheel drive that I'm going to be converting, like I said, into a overnight camper and fishing mobile. So I have the kayak on the roof right now, and I'm going to eventually, get solar panels and a battery pack and all kinds of stuff. No, you're not? Okay. Obviously, I'm going to put camera mounts in it and stuff, so not too bad. But yeah, let's head to the storage unit, put this stuff up, Here now at storage unit place. So if you guys have never taken the seats off of a Honda Element, or out of the back of a Honda Element, I should say, it's really not that hard. Mine are going to be a little more difficult because I have a bunch of stuff in the way, but it's pretty easy. It's got a latch right there you got to take off, and then under there you just unhook it from there. So most of this is coming out anyways. And I have my new sink for my fillet table, but I'm going to take some of this stuff out of here, and we're gonna go from there. So there's a little clip right here. I'm gonna push this forward, unclip that. That will bring the seat down. Move my jumper cables. Fold this down. Okay, and then on the wall here, you're gonna take that little, there's a little clip there. Just clip that off. And then it's really simple. You just push that down, and then I want to say you slide it back, yeah. And then boom, it's free. So push that down and pull it kind of up and out, and you've got a seat ready to come out. Once you have your seat out, you want to put your cover back on. So just like that, perfect. So now we have one seat removed, one seat still in here, but you guys can see this frees up a lot of this room over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the second one out here. Gotta move some of this stuff first. I wonder if I think I'll be able to do it, honestly, without removing all this stuff down here. Personally, I kinda wanna see if I can. I think I can, but I don't know if I can. But I'm gonna unclip it from the top. Yeah, oh, then, no, there's no way. I've got my camp stove in the way. So I need to move the camp stove, which means I need to move the pedal drive, which means I need to move my water filter, which means my kitchen might have to be temporarily moved. No, actually, hang on, I think I can do it like this. Remove my cover. Oh, I don't think this one was all the way in. Yeah, this one wasn't all the way in. Nice, okay. That actually makes it really easy. Sweet. And 2 seats, okay. So, wow. Yeah, that definitely is the right move. Look at this, you guys. So just by removing those 2 seats, you guys can see my seats. Look how much extra room I have back here now. So I have a lot more room, a lot more storage. Just by taking out those seats, I'm gonna put that cover back on. But as you can see, it's a lot more open back here. So let's put these up in storage. And then I need to get my portable water pump for my new faucet that I have. And I'm gonna set up, hopefully, my kitchen table with the sink and everything. So I'm a little too big to be climbing in and out of this thing like this. I gotta get the cart. And it's never, yeah, it's not here. It's never here. Why is it never here? All right, well, I'm gonna have to make 2 trips because all I could find was the little cart. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I got a lot put up, this is actually the only thing I needed to, this is the only thing I needed to get out of there, which was my portable water pump deal. I need to make sure that this is good to go with my new hose, because if it's not, I need to know that sooner than later. All right, we're making progress. We're getting there slowly but surely. I need something to to drill through the table to fit this. And then I also need an attachment to turn that sink hookup. All right, okay, all right, I'm doing it. Turn the sink hookup into a regular hookup, or turn the sink hookup into a water hose hookup. so that I have water. Let's get going. Well, we are now at one of my favorite stores, Harbor Freight. We're going to be looking for the connections for this sink here, as well as the other piece that this one right here. That's got to connect whatever connects to that, and then I got to get something to drill through the table for both of them. For both of them. There we go. So let's go see what we can't find. All right, it is now the next day because I had to go pick up some stuff to be able to actually do this because I thought I had the tools and I didn't, and now we're dealing with like an overcast sky and that's why I look weird, but we have everything that we need to make this sink. This is what I wanted to finish on, was actually making the sink and then showing you guys kind of what I wanted to put in the back of the car and have with me when I'm out kayaking, and kind of going from there. You're wondering why I was stepping wide. I have a knife and cutting stuff open, so better safe than sorry. It's a little better. All right, so I have a hole saw set right here, and all I need to do is to make sure that it can fit around the diameter of this, because if it fits around the diameter of this, then that means I can fit this through my, honestly I can probably go smaller, but I don't know if the smallest one I have will work. Ooh, the smallest one I have will work, because all it has to do is just get that through there. I mean, this is all for decoration on the top. I'm gonna use the smallest one. We can always go bigger if we need to, right? All right, let's see this here. You guys can see here I have this brand new table here that I got from Target for like $1. I'm not kidding. Gotta love that, right? All right, perfect. A sink to this, and these are the buckets I would use for a sink. I would just drill a hole in the bottom for draining and then set it about there. So, because I don't want my sink like this. I think it would be better like this, kind of off on the side. And obviously it would be removable. So I would want my sink about there, I think. I wonder if I can just make like a little dent. Perfect. All right, made a little mark with the sink. Ha! And now we're just gonna get to drilling. Got the smallest little mark right there. That's what we're gonna be drilling into. Make sure there's nothing I'm gonna hit. Oh no, we're good. Ooh. We're through. All right, we got all of our attachments here for it. This goes on the bottom of that. And this was the adapter that I had to go pick up at Home Depot yesterday. It wasn't even that much. It was like $4, I think. And then I just screw this onto here. Maybe. That onto there, and now all I've got to do, so that's what I screwed it in. I just got to connect this to the water hose and test everything out, see if I have running water. So I should probably put something under that to catch the water, but looking pretty good so far. Let's go get the stuff for it. And of course, it goes to rain almost as soon as I do this. But this is our setup. I don't know if this is gonna work initially, because this is like a cheap little pump I got off Amazon. Comes with like a garden hose sprayer and stuff. But we're we're gonna test it out. Plug that in. We've sprung a leak. All right, well, we definitely have water running, as made evident of that awful seal down there. But if we've got that, that's a good sign. Because if we have water everywhere, that means that I should have water here. It's not a ton of water. I don't have a ton of pressure. I think that's because of the pump. But, I mean, that's water. You know, I have running water now, so that's something I feel like should be accounted for. So we have running water up here, and I could just let this run off. I actually have a towel covering that right now because it's just spewing water everywhere. Pump, water jug, up to my battery box that is at 98%, and it could do this for about 12 hours straight, which is pretty insane. But overall, pretty happy with that. So successful test. We're gonna shut everything off here. Go from there. So I think a lot of this has to do with this pump right here, because the max flow is 5.5 liters a minute. What is that in gallons? How many? So that's about 1.5 gallons a minute. It's not a ton of pressure, but again, I got this off Amazon for I think like 15 bucks. So we're gonna pack everything away here. Hoses, connections, might just deal with it leaking for the time being, honestly. But see, if I repurpose this into my sink, even if I've got a hole cut in it, I can just keep everything stored in here when I'm not using it. Boom. So that is my foldable fillet table, kitchen table, whatever you want to do it with, operational sink. What do I have here? I have the 2 garden hoses in there. Okay, that's easy enough. So pretty happy with that. All right, so this is going to be the end of part 1. But this is essentially everything I want to carry with me when I'm going camping / fishing. All this ideally will sit over, whenever I do go camping or fishing or overnight or anything like that. But I got my kitchen, my fishing, my water, my pump, my cooler, my table, anything I could possibly need. A couple stuff up front, but not too bad. All I got to do now is work on my organization and going from there. But celebratory blackberry drink. Love sparkling water. All right, I'm gonna pack this guys up. See you guys in part 2.